Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, like I could keep going.
That's
That's
new.
crazy.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm a believer. I was like, it's just wild to see like x-rays. I've never had an x-ray though at any chiropractor I've been to. I've seen 2 different chiropractors and neither one had given
Really?
or even offered it.
Well, to see is to know.
Yeah, exactly.
Your problem is more down there, right? Your sciatica?
Yeah.
So can you tell me a little bit about what's going on with that?
Sure.
So-
I think it started, I have 2 kids and I remember it starting like after I had my son who's 6 now. So
Okay.
about 6 years. Somewhere in here, I
Okay.
feel like that's where it starts.
Okay.
Because I'm always having my husband, we have one of those, I don't know what they're called, they're like the gun, massaging gun things.
Theragun?
Yeah. So I would always, we bought one and I was like, just like do that here somewhere.
Shoot
So
that
he'll,
setup.
yeah, so it like, he'll get in there and then I can really feel it. So I know it's somewhere in that region.
Okay.
And then it would just shoot down my left leg. And then after I had my daughter, she's 2, it like moved to both
Both sides,
after. So if I'm sitting on the floor playing with them, I feel like a pain in my glutes. And then when I stand up, it like, you know, it like stops me.
So do you feel it worse in the morning when you wake up, or
Yeah.
you do?
In the morning, it feels like tight, like I'm like slow to stand up and I'm like, you know, and then by the end of the day, it just feels like tingling or radiating kind of a feeling.
Okay.
Or it spasms.
Okay. You ever go on hikes and it's kind of hard to walk
Yes.
for a long time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or just like when we take the kids to Disneyland or just like anything where I'm walking a long time, I feel crooked. Like it feels like one side of my body hurts more. I used to do yoga a lot before I had my kids, but the bending, it's like sometimes I'll bend and I feel nothing. And then sometimes I'll bend and I'm like, oh my God, you know, it feels like I'm going to fall down. So I hesitate doing things or I have to bend my knees to bend down. It's pretty miserable.
Yeah.
You know.
Can you just try to bend over and like touch your toes?
Okay.
Pain. I just want to see if you're.
Yeah,
if you're-
I keep my knees straight. Yeah, it starts hurting
That's
right
it?
here.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what hurts?
It's on this, something in here is pulling.
Right there. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of high up. Okay. Like through here.
At least, yeah, it's in
Okay.
there somewhere.
Okay. Come on up. On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is the pain that's over there right now?
I'd say it's like an 8.
It's an 8.
Yeah.
Okay. That problem, by the way, that is a disc problem, and it's a little bit separate than the pelvic problem that you're feeling.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah, so that's why you feel pain in the morning.
morning.
Gets better, and then it gets worse
Right.
because your pelvic problem starts kicking in. So the pelvic
Oh.
problem usually happens a little bit later in the day.
Okay.
Because as you use it and you weight bear onto it,
Yeah.
and you keep using it and you bend over, it just
Right.
starts aggravating
Okay.
into this sacroiliac joint over here.
Got it.
Yeah, so you kind of have double problems.
Right.
So that's why the foundation starts impacting what's going up there.
Okay.
That's why we really care about how everything's kind of intricately correlated.
Okay.
Raise your leg up, and you let me know if you feel any discomfort, okay?
Okay.
So,
Nothing. A little pulling right here.
really pull. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do this side.
The pulling.
More pulling.
On the, where I feel the pain normally in my lower back.
Okay. If I do that, does it pull even more in your low back?
It pulls my lower back and behind my leg, like
Okay.
thigh.
Okay. So that's your sciatic nerve
Okay.
that I'm pulling on.
Yeah.
So something's pinching back there.
Yeah.
It's basically pinching into your sciatic nerve because
Right.
obviously this one only
Is
goes
worse.
this far.
Yeah.
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 And that one goes pretty normal.
Right.
So something's stuck into there. Yeah.
And even when I'm laying here, like I can feel it. That's why I had my knees bent at first because it's pulling, you know,
It's
like
already
I
pulling?
can feel it just like by laying flat.
Okay. Just over here. Okay, I got a little bit here.
And this one detects like it's the nerves or.
Yeah. So, so what this instrument detects, so you know, when you sprain a joint, right, it gets really hot, and there's inflammation, right? But you have so many little joints in your spine, it's hard to tell with accuracy where the inflammation is. So one, it's actually, people would say it detects heat and inflammation.
Okay.
And other camp would say it also detects what we call thermoelectric interference. So,
Okay.
meaning the electricity too, because this device is also electric.
Got it.
And your nerves are electric too, right? So electric signals. Okay. So that little tender right here.
Yep.
And here.
Yep.
And here.
Oh yeah.
That painful.
That's sore.
Here?
Yeah.
How about this?
That's sore too. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And you don't get headaches or anything like that ever, right?
I do sometimes.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. I had one yesterday.
Oh, so when you get headaches, are they more in your temples or?
They feel like they're behind my eyes,
Okay.
like right here.
Okay. Do they happen kind of later in the day or sporadically?
Later in the day.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that one usually is this. And is that tender?
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever get shoulder issues too?
Yes, all the time. Like I'm always going like this on my right side constantly. And letting my head kind of fall back feels like relief to me.
Typically when you have headaches, they actually go towards like kind of like the typical tension headaches that like are over here and that go behind the eye.
Yeah.
What happens is it's usually related to why you don't have a curve.
Okay.
And when you don't have a curve, it puts a lot of stress on this junction.
Okay.
It's called the cervical thoracic junction, the CT junction. So when you kind of get to a certain point, I figured it hurt because you're basically jamming that joint. And that's when it hurts. And it feels better when you get past that jam and you just like force that jam to go away.
Right.
Yeah, and then you just feel that relief like in your shoulder because you're forcing the jam to go away.
Right.
Yeah.
But it doesn't stay.
It doesn't stay,
Right.
yeah. So what I got to do is make it stay and actually
Right.
adjust it.
Yeah.
So, and why I asked it, because it actually goes into your shoulders too.
Okay.
Yeah. So you won't need to like hold your shoulders
Yeah,
anymore. Yeah.
I know.
After I adjust that, your
Yeah.
shoulders will start feeling better,
Okay.
and your headaches too. So over here, you have a rotated sacrum. That basically just means your sacrum is actually popped out this way.
Okay.
And what happens when it pops out this way, your sciatic nerve actually goes through, so you have your piriformis muscle, you have your, which shortens, and it can also push back into your sciatic nerve that actually travels down here too.
Okay.
Right, so you have a lot of nerves in the sacral plexus, which is why it's so tender all through it there.
Right.
But it also travels down to that nerve. So when I pull on that sciatic nerve, it can't like go through because it's so shortened to here, right? And it basically is jammed up and balled up into there.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is actually adjust that through like that to relieve that.
Okay.
The way that you've probably gotten it adjusted before is that you've probably gotten it adjusted this way where they adjust these side joints. Yeah. So we don't actually adjust those side joints. Or we do. We actually adjust through the entire joint. Okay. So what I'm going to do is have you just relax here, and I'm going to basically adjust all the way up like that. Oh. Nice. And it's a lot deeper of an adjustment than.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Not too bad, right?
No, it's good.
Okay, awesome. Go ahead and look back again for me.
Oh my God. Whoa. That's wild.
So you don't need to force jam it.
Oh my God. Oh, that makes me want to cry. Okay. Wow. Okay.
Better, right?
Yeah, like a lot better.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay. Wow.
Bingo. Okay.
Sorry, I'm like overwhelmed.
Yeah,
Okay.
why?
Because you're in pain for so long, you know? And then to have it fixed that fast feels crazy. Okay.
Most chiropractors actually adjust it through these side joints. So you lie on your back, and just twist your neck, and then basically twist these joints. And then we're actually adjusting through the entire joint. I'm releasing that nerve and actually adjusting onto the disc. So that's what like that big pop is.
The pop is?
Yeah, is that big disc. So that's
Got
why it feels like that.
Yeah.
But that's how it releases that nerve so fast.
Right.
Because we adjust through the entire joint.
Got it.
Yeah. So this is your sacrum.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is put my thumb right here. Okay, is that okay?
Yep.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll you a little bit to me. I'm not going to let you fall off the table though, okay? So I'm going to go here. I'm going to put my hip right here so you don't go anywhere. Okay, so you just relax, and I'm going to give this a push in like that, okay?
Okay.
Oh, okay. There it is. Okay. Good.
Ooh.
That's good, right?
Yeah. Wow.
Okay.
This is crazy.
It's crazy.
It's like magic.
Magic.
Wow. Oh my God. I feel like it feels like you immediately are like upright again.
So you technically actually are,
Yeah.
because so the sacrum is actually the sacra actually means holy, so it's the holy bone.
Yeah.
So basically, that's where the foundation of your spine sits, right onto this big bone, this triangle bone, right?
Okay.
So if we adjust it forward, you're sitting tall.
Wow.
Yeah.
I definitely, my neck is the most obvious to me because, yeah, it's just.
Because that's the range of motion.
Yeah. I don't feel the same, like, I don't want to say burning or like tingling.
So that's what happens when we release the nerve.
And even laying on my back. That's crazy.
Okay, well, let's see.
Okay.
So just give me your leg. Just stop.
I don't feel anything. Right there, I feel it starting to maybe pull a little, but not.
And your
It's
heel
not
is actually all the
painful.
way up.
It's just like a normal like muscle pulling, not like a painful.
Good.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Come on up. Go ahead and, I know touching toes is kind of a,
Yeah.
but I want to see.
I think I'm more scared. Okay, just don't be scared. No way. I can feel it, but it's not painful.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't feel like I'm gonna fall over. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, like I could keep going. Wow. No way. That's crazy. Like I'm usually bending like this.
Yeah, that's.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
usually, because it helps.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm a believer.
Were there any like activities that you wouldn't be able to do before that you can do now?
I mean, simple things like putting my daughter, she's 2, like in the bathtub, and we have kind of like a deep tub, so just like bending over to put her in and take her out, like I don't hesitate doing it anymore. I would like run at the gym, just like on the treadmill and stuff. Getting out of the bed, I don't have to like pause and wait. Just like normal day-to-day things. So thank you so much.
Yeah, my pleasure.
I know.